for visiting my channel. This is a quick get ready with me video. I work about 40 minutes away, so I'm always trying to find different techniques that I can use to eliminate multiple steps so I can still make it out the door in time. This look took about 30 minutes, so still enough time to make it to work and still look cute. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the little bell so you get the notifications every time a new video comes up. You can also follow me on Instagram at AerickA10 and check me out at Facebook. Thanks! Okay, so today we're going to start by priming our eyes with the 24-Hour Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. The palette we're going to use today is the Tarte Pro To Go palette. This palette has 6 shades in it. It has 3 mattes and 3 shimmers. There's Dive, Stylin', Boss, and then Hype, Crisp, and Dominate. We're actually going to use this entire palette minus the Dominate to get the look that we want today. So we're going to start by setting our eyes all over with Dive. Okay, next we're going to go in with Crisp, and this is going to go in the crease of both of my eyes, and we're going to take it from the front to the end, so all the way across. I'm going to go in with my Benefit Highbrow pencil, and I'm just going to cut my crease. A lot of people use concealer to do that. This again is just one step that's a little bit easier for me versus using a brush and trying to get it precise. Okay, so now that we have our crease cut, we're going to go in with the color Boss and just put that right in the middle of both of our lids. Next, we're going to go in with the front corner of our eye with Hype, and we're just going to pull that back through the Boss. That way we have a ombre effect. And then we're going to just go back into Boss and kind of just drag it towards the corner of your eye, the outer corner. Then we're going to take an angled brush and go back in the outer corner of our eye with Stylin', and we're going to blend that out so you get like a kind of like a smoky eye. I'm going to take this flat brush and then dip it in the same dark shade Stylin', and then we're going to go around the outline of our crease just to give it a shadow. Okay, next we're going to go back in with Crisp and just go over the Stylin' just on top just to help it look blended. Okay, and then we're going to go in with a smaller brush and go back over that Crisp, and we're going to put some more of the Dive just underneath our brow bone. And if you can tell underneath, as I went in with that Dive, it actually blended out that concealer that I had underneath my eye. So now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other eye. Now that our eyes are set, I'm going to go underneath with a brush and clean up all the fallout. And I just want to point out, I'm not the best at going underneath my eyes and putting shadow. So when I'm using that shimmer, one of the things I love about this palette is that it automatically falls on my bottom lid. So I'm not even going to worry about cleaning that up because it works with the look. I'll be using what I have left of my Sephora eyeliner. The color on this is Black Lace. And I'm just going to add that to the bottom of both of my lids. I am going to go through, I'll end up using 2 different mascaras for my eyes. I'm going to do my top lash and this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And then once I'm done with the complete look, I'm going to go back through and use my Ulta Beauty Limitless Lash. This helps with lengthening and volumizing the lash, so I use it on the top lash after I set it with Better Than Sex, and then I use it on my bottom lash. Okay, so our eye look is almost done. I'm going to go in now. I'm not going to use a liquid foundation today, but I am going to put some powder on my face. I have oily skin, so I like to go in with the Ulta Beauty Mattifying Primer Eye Oil Control. So I'm going to apply that to my forehead and my T-zone. I don't know if I mentioned this, but to set my eyebrows today, I used the Benefit Goof Proof Pencil. I wear it in a 6. I mentioned it in my first video when I was doing my brows that I like my eyebrows a little bit darker than most people would probably prefer. I definitely never have a natural eyebrow look. They're always filled in. I'm going to go through and add the Ulta Beauty Poreless face primer just to help with some pores that I have right on my cheek area. Now that I have my primer on, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me, which is a matte poreless formula. It's for normal to oily skin. I use it in 320, which is natural tan. I do use this on top of my liquid foundation when I use liquid foundation. Right now I'm using the Fenty Beauty, which I think the coverage is great. But when I purchased it, it was during the winter time, and my skin, I tend to get a little bit darker in the summertime. So I will use that liquid foundation if I have time to do like bronzer and color correction, because then I can make the color still work for me and my color for the summer. This powder does not give me any type of coverage for like acne scars. Basically, I just use it to set my primer and just so I have more of a matte finish. I am totally okay with my acne scars showing. Now, that may be an insecurity for some people, but that's not mine. My insecurity would be like my eyebrows. I messed them up when I was younger, so that's probably why I do fill them in so dark, just because normally when they're not filled in, my eyebrows kind of cut off right here, and they're super, super fine and thin. So again, I'm not going for a full coverage look today. I'm totally okay with those bad boys hanging out there. Now that we got that on, I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer and just add some color to my cheeks and on my forehead. I used to use a contour brush to use this, but I was actually watching Emily Noel on YouTube the other day, and again, this may not be a newer application process, but I really liked how the look worked on her. She just used like a blush brush and went in and kind of just swirled it around in the area that she would want it, just to add more color. If you haven't checked out Emily Noel, I would definitely go watch some of her videos. I'm a newer subscriber of hers. I was watching a video from Kathleen Lights, and she was just talking about, she's doing a person, I think she was doing a get ready video, and she was using Emily's new palette, the Emily Edit, and was the Needs palette, and just how emotional she got talking about Emily's career on YouTube and how she got started, and just everything about her really intrigued me. So I went and I checked out Emily's video, and it was the reveal for her new palettes, and I was just so inspired. I actually went out and picked up those one of the palettes like a day later. I'll have a first impressions video up sometime soon of those, but like I said, if you're needing just like a pick-me-up, or you're wanting someone new to just follow, she's a really natural person. She's been on YouTube for about 11 years, so she knows all the tips and tricks, and she's just a great person to watch. Like I said, I'm a newer subscriber, so I haven't been following her long, but I'm definitely disappointed that it took me so long to find her. Okay, today for blush, we're going to use the Urban Decay Back Talk palette. This is a duo set. It has both, it has both blush and eyeshadows. For the blush, there's Cheap Shot, Double Take, and then there's 2 highlights. This one right here is Low Key and then Party Foul. Today we're going to be taking Cheap Shot and Party Foul, but I just want to take a second to show you the shadows that are in here as well. I really love the color scheme on this palette. The only downfall is I feel like not only is there a lot of hiccup, these colors aren't very pigmented, so you have to really go in with a lot of color to blend it out. But I will have a video of this up sooner rather than later, but the colors are really, really pretty. And then typically I have my glasses on, so when I smile, where my glasses hit, I can tell exactly where I want my blush to go. But since I'm not wearing my glasses, I'm just going to smile the whole time. That way we get the blush where we want it. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with an angled brush, and I'm going to take this Party Foul, and I'm going to put it on top of that blush. I'm also going to put it down on my nose and right on my Cupid's bow. This doesn't add a lot of glitter, so I'm actually going to add a little bit to my forehead too. This is a really good, it's Tatiana. This is a really good highlight that you can just kind of sprinkle on your face wherever you want some added shine. I'm going to put some on the apple of my cheeks, my little cheekies, and I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to go back in and finish my lashes. Again, I'm using the Ulta Beauty Limitless Lash. The last thing I need to complete my look is a lip color. Today I'm going to be using the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the color Mystic. This is by far one of my favorite shades from them. Another really good shade is Tough Cookie. And then there's another shade from the I Love Sarah collection, but I've used it so much that I've actually rubbed off the color. But if you haven't tried ColourPop, I would highly recommend trying their formula.